Looking for a hairstyle that lasts you a couple days? You got big hair problems? Let me show you a little something. Let me blow you out. Anytime you start blow dry, you want to make sure that your hair is 80% dry. Right now my roots are a little bit wet, but that's okay. You can go ahead and let it air dry, or you can go ahead and rough dry with the blow dryer. Usually I like to put in my products in now just because I feel it's going to absorb a lot more versus being really damped and diluted from all the water. So this is Maximista. I'm just going to go ahead and spray it on my roots just to give me a little bit more body. And then this is a gel serum, which is going to give me a little bit of a hold, and it's also going to help smooth out my hair. And of course, you want to use a heat styling spray. Well, this is actually a cream. And this one, I'm going to go ahead and put on all over. So just a couple major tips about blow drying. You want to make sure that you're using the right tools. So this is a ceramic round brush, and then this is a board bristle. A board bristle is really great for a lot of tension if you have like really curly, kinky hair, or you just want to do a smooth blow dry. You can use this for natural hair as well. It is going to be a lot tougher to pull through. And then this is a ceramic brush. I like using this size for my hair just because my hair is really long, and it's going to give me more of a bevel and a little bit, it's easier to glide. You can also use something a little bit smaller. It's up to your preference. I like the bigger one. So now that all my products are in my hair, I'm going to go ahead and brush everything through just to make sure it gets nicely distributed. And one of the most important parts about blow drying is making sure that your sections are clean. That way it's not so hard for you to blow dry your hair. So I like to do a mohawk section just because I want all my volume to be right here. And then I'm going to section everything else from behind the ear. And then from there, I'm going to start taking horizontal sections and bringing everything forward.
Lollipop, lollipop, oh lolly, 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 lollipop, lollipop, oh lolly, 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 lollipop, lollipop, oh lolly.
So now that everything's sectioned out of the way, so what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be starting up here. You're going to want to work in sections. So first you want to make sure everything at the root is very, very dry, and then you're going to move down towards the middle, and once the middle is dry, you're going to move towards the end. And you really want to make sure you bevel those ends. And what I mean bevel is to make them round. That way they can get nice and shiny. And then you can work your way up. It's kind of like if you're working with a curling iron. Then you work your way up, let it sit for a little bit, and then you're going to let go. And it's going to create that nice roundness. So one thing to be cautious about is you never want to do this, where it's like direct contact onto the hair, because it's going to burn your hair. So you want to give it a little bit away from the hair, and you can use high heat. This is a 2000 volt dryer, and that just means it has a little bit more energy. So then I'm going to be going through here and bringing it up, and then I'll let it cool down. Okay?
Lolly, 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 lollipop.
Boom, boom, boom.
Lollipop, lollipop, oh lolly, 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 lollipop, lollipop, oh lolly, 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 lollipop, lollipop, oh lolly, 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 lollipop.
Boom, boom, boom.
Call my baby lollipop, tell you why. His kiss is sweeter than an apple pie. And when he does the shaky rock and dance, man, I haven't got a chance. I call him lollipop, lollipop, oh lolly, lolly, lolly.
Ba-bum, bum, bum.
Crazy way it thrills me, tell you why. Just like
So now that the back is dry, I'm just gonna go ahead and toss it to the back, and then I'm gonna start with the sides and then work the top. So as you saw, I was bringing everything forward when I got to this top section. That's just to give it the most volume possible. And I'm gonna do the same thing with this. I'm gonna continue taking horizontals, coming forward, and that's gonna give me the most volume. And then on the sides, I'm just gonna take this out, and then I'm gonna work with horizontals, and then clip everything out of the way so it stays nice and clean. And then you just focus on the area that you need to focus on.
lollipop, oh lolly, 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 lollipop, lollipop, oh lolly, 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 lollipop.
Ba-bum, bum, bum.
Lollipop, lollipop, oh lolly, 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 lollipop, lollipop, oh lolly, 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 lollipop, lollipop, oh lolly, 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 lollipop.
Ba-bum, bum, bum.
Call my baby lollipop, tell you why. His kiss is sweeter than an apple pie. And when he does a shaky rock and dance, man, I haven't got a chance. I call him lollipop, lollipop, oh lolly, 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 lollipop, lollipop, oh lolly, 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 lollipop, lollipop, oh lolly, 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 lollipop. Sweeter than candy on a stick, huckleberry, cherry, or lime. If you had a choice, he'd be your pick, but lollipop is mine. Lollipop, lollipop, oh lolly, 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 lollipop, lollipop, oh lolly, 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 lollipop, lollipop, oh lolly, 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 lollipop.
Ba-bum, bum, bum.
Crazy way it thrills me, tell you why. Just like the lightning from the sky. He loves to kiss me till I can't see straight. Gee, my lollipop is great. I call him lollipop, lollipop, oh lolly, 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 lollipop, lollipop, oh lolly, 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 lollipop, lollipop, oh lolly, 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 lollipop.
Ba-bum, bum, bum.
Lollipop, lollipop, oh lolly, 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 lollipop, lollipop, oh lolly, 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 lollipop, lollipop, oh lolly, 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 lollipop, a lollipop.
Now that it's fully dry, you want to start like molding the shape that you want, because this one it's the warmest and it will stay. So you can either do like a side part, you can do a middle part. I'm feeling a middle part today, so I'm going to go ahead and do that. And as you already know, I am Latina, so I'm going to have a lot of baby hairs. So usually what I do with that is I either put a little bit of hairspray or I use a little bit of pomade. This is microweb fiber from Oribe. And I just put a little bit around, and then I use it around my hairline just to smooth those little guys out because they love me. And then I'm going to go ahead and use a little bit of a texture spray. I like to spray that on my roots just to give it a little bit more body. So what do you think? If I go outside, you think people are gonna notice my big hair? Eh. So this is pretty easy, so go ahead, try whatever you can. Don't get frustrated, that's gonna be the biggest pointer I can give you. And then also make sure that you follow with the blow dry of the brush. And don't take a section bigger than the brush. So make sure that it's not bigger than the brush, or else you're gonna have a really hard time controlling. If you have any other questions or anything else you'd like to see, please feel free to comment below. Follow me, Mona La Vixen, on Instagram.